Alright guys, we're back. We're playing Kerbal Space Program, and today I've got to build an airplane. That's not the airplane. That's the space plane Hagenwald was looking for. Get a cockpit going. Let's get some fuel. 2, 3. We don't have an engine for it. Won't save. We need to unlock aviation to get the Weasley basic jet engine. Forgot all about that. Oh well, back to launching rockets. Let's try to get into orbit today. Oh, how many times I have tried that so far. Skid pan, as I'm calling it. Actually, I want the... Where is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, it's in science. Science Junior. Did I go for survivability? Yes, I did. That's going to be useful. That means I want to use service beer. I've learned how to use them now. Let's put that there. Open. And let's put some science in it. Because why not? And so we will want some mystery goo. Thinking 2 of them. Come on, go in. That's the way you want it. Seems about right. Nice, steady, level, etc. Close that beer. Actually, I could probably get some more in, couldn't I? What do I need to? I don't think I do, actually. We'll just leave it as is. Close it there. Because the word burning up on re-entry, that's not good for science. We'll also get a small nose cone this time. But where are you going to put all the good stuff? Well, when I find it... There we are, parachutes. We're going to have 3 of those babies. And they're going to block the door there. Screw it, the Kerbal doesn't need to get out. If things go bad, he can detach. Structurals. Dark decoupler. How many parts have we got so far? Oh yeah, 1 over propellant. That doesn't actually affect the weight much, does it? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Let's build a rocket up now. Damn! Spoiled sport. It really doesn't want me adding extras, does it? Oh well, let's build it upwards then. Onwards and upwards. Some more fuel tanks. Got to be careful about the weight. Can we get away with it? Can we get away with it? Mass 1.5. No, we cannot. big. Will it work? Will we get into orbit? Have we got that as a contract? Testing liquid fuel. Yes, we've got orbit Kerbal as a goal. So Jeb, get to work. Slowly going up. We are steady though, we are very steady. This is promising. I'm actually really looking forward to actually getting into orbit. And the fact that I'm doing it on hard mode, that just makes it even sweeter. I'm praying this doesn't flip, don't waste any propellant or stuff like that fixing it. That's going straight into the ground. It shouldn't take us long to clear the atmosphere. Well, the thickest part of the atmosphere marked by the light blue. As soon as we're in the dark blue, I'm pretty sure we can actually start turning in, going towards the orbital thingamabob. To put it very, very technically. What the hell was that pop? What was that? Right, we're starting to turn. We're starting to turn. Well, we expected this to happen. Burn! Keep it steady, Jeb End. Keep it steady. Come on. You can do this, pal. That's perfect. That's exactly where we want it. Just hold it steady like that and we will be golden. I said hold it steady. What sort of a pilot are you? Can't even hold a rocket steady. Turn it, turn it. I did not mean to press that button. I just didn't. Oh well, materials, have a look. We'll keep that, it's science at the end of the day. We'll open the beer, get some more science done. Well, we didn't really achieve much in the way of science or orbiting, but we did learn something very important. Jeb cannot fly. Debris, that's money at the end of the day. Right, we'll try this one again. Now, learn from your mistakes. You want to make that stage a little less. Get rid of that. Have that stage less as well. Where the hell's that going? That's where we want it. Actually, I don't want that there. What I do want though, we will get away with it this time. Let's hold that steady there. Some decouplers on the sides. 3 of them. Use some solid fuel. And that's too heavy. Okay, we'll use liquid fuel. 2 of them. And once I put the engine on, that's got to be too heavy, isn't it? Yep, thought so. Maybe this will work. It probably won't. I could actually do with some aerodynamics to give us too many parts. Screw it. To Space Mark II away. And now let's have a go pressing the right buttons at the right time. 3, 2, 1, launch. Well, that is massively unsuccessful. It is unstable as all hell. I have no idea why it went the way it did. Come on, hold it steady, Jeb. See, this is a lot harder when you've got an absolute idiot as a pilot. Maybe I should start relying on Valentina. That would seem like the smart thing to do. See, the slightest touch and he is giving up. Thrust. Maybe we can get some vertical acceleration going. We're just doing away with that. This was a massive waste of money. We've got 2 contracts to fulfill, and we are fulfilling none of them. I don't think we can get any extra science. Nope. So now it's just a case of see how far I can get with this rocket. And while Jeb's doing that, the answer is not very far. You never know, we might get over the grasslands. We've got good science now. We've got some science. We'll open this. We'll have a look at the samples. The goo is seeping out. On the other side, the goo is still seeping out. But it counts as science. Jeb, you better have good information. He has information. Incredible. Back to the Space Center. And now we have 25 science. What can we do with that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know what? I'm going to use Valentina. Right, we're using Valentina in the 2 Space Mark 1. Hoping that she's less cock-handed than Jeb. Will she do better? Let's hope so. Let's sort this order out again. Because I like having the decouple right next to the rockets. It feels better that way. Right, Val, are you ready? Go! Get into orbit. We have contracts waiting on us. We could probably do science around the Space Center if we made the effort. Maybe I can build a space car and just drive around the complex. Would that be a thing? I think it might be a thing. Next stage. Quickly. We do not want to lose velocity. We want to keep going up. And Val, you've got to keep this steady, girl. You've got to keep it steady. We've got to escape the thicker part of the atmosphere before we do anything. Just keep it going, girl. She's happy. She is clearly very happy. It's starting to turn. It's starting to turn. Kill the engine. Okay, Jeb had more control than that. Boost! Come on, control it, girl. Control it. Be the powerhouse you know you're born to be. We're still going up. It's okay, we're still going up. And final stage. In the thrusting, at least. Let's have a look-see. Apple abscess at 20. kilometres. I want to start turning. That should be sufficient. We're at the thickest parts of the atmosphere. We'll be okay. We're getting a nice curve on as well. What we're like for fuel, we're not doing massively brilliant for fuel, but we're okay. Right, shutting down the engines there. I'll wait till I'm at the apsis and see how much space we can get. Did we complete a contract? I think we did. That's the swivel. Let's just mark all these down as cleared. Because they're cleared. And speed it up. Get us to the apple labs. The apples. Got to slow it down because it won't let us burn while in speed up mode. And we'll just burn there and see what happens. The apple's getting higher. The apple is getting higher. We need to be on the apple axis. Carefully does it, Val. Carefully does it. We are there. And back to the apple axis. Just nice and calm, nice and steady. If nothing else, we're expanding our flight. That's a good thing. It's got to be a good thing. And again. Apple getting a little bit higher. I'm not looking for orbit. I'm not. We're in space. That's enough for me right now. Hopefully this will get us enough science to build an airplane. I want to build an airplane badly. And burn. Not letting the apple get too high. Come on, again, again. At the apple and we burn. And that's all the fuel used up. Right, time for science, I think. Do we have new science today? Not really. Oh well, service bay. Goo. Very cold. Goo. Still cold. Crew report from Valentina. That's fresh science. That's good enough for me. Actually, you know what? Let's transmit that data. I forgot we've got a communicatron now. Communicatron. That's the word, not communicatron. Communicatron. We've wasted a little bit of electric charge. Turn the SES off. And wait for it to come back. And now I am deliberately keeping the stuff. That way when we get back in orbit, I can dump it. And we're not cluttering up space with all these fuel pod things. Dumped! We have a plate of shielding. That should save us. That should save us. And we actually haven't got much speed, have we? I don't know where anything is. This is pitch black. Just launch the parachutes and see where we end up. Valentina, you've done a wonderful job. You've done a wonderful job. You are much better than Jebediah. And I seriously mean that. Yeah, you lost control of the rocket, but you held it together when it counted. That's the important thing. Right, we're back. We are back. We don't have anything new to say there. We've got some science. So, back to the Space Centre. 40 science. We need 5 more. We need 5 more. Valentina's got experience though. We cover that. 5 more and we can have an airplane. Right, I'm going to do something really, really stupid. And I know it's actually admin. What are we doing so far? We are still fundraising. That could be helpful. What I'm actually going to do is go straight here. I've seen this done before. It looks spammy as hell. But what are you going to do, eh? We'll have that. Put a girder in between. Get another Science Junior. Another command pod. How do I flip it? That's how you flip it. I want 2 crew on this. We will have Bill and Bob. Is there anything else that will help us? Anything at all? There is actually. If we get a service beer, we can do goo samples as well. But you know what? Better idea. We'll stick the goo right on here. It's not going to get hurt there. Do the same on the other side. This feels cheap. It does. Is there anything else I can actually do? I don't think there is. We'll call this the High Roller. Not going to call it Mark 1 because I'm not going to build a Mark 2. Let's be honest. Launch. Now, why am I doing this, you ask? It's simple. Let's roll away from the launch pad onto a different biome and take science from there. This feels cheap. You'd get dizzy as all hell inside the cockpits. Get an IV here, and yeah, that's the view from inside. Isn't it magical? We're spinning the wrong way. So yeah, I'm just going to keep doing this and get science out of it. This is so cheap. Hang on, can we get science here? The materials show little signs of change, though one of the samples appears to be judging you silently. Okay, let us observe the mystery goo from the runway. And get a crew report. So yeah, that's some science already. That would be a different biome, I think. Material study from KSC. Keep that. We will get the goo seems bored. Get a crew report. This feels spammy. The goo is still bored. We'll go back. Actually, before we do that, which one's the scientist? Is it Bill or is it Bob? One way to find out, we're going to here and we find out that Bill is the engineer, Bob is the scientist. So Bob, you want an AV here? Let us get an AV here. That's a precarious situation. Keep the data. Board. Can I not store that data? Hang on. Go back to the AV here. No, we can't do that. Store experiments, yes. Report. Reset experiment. We'll get him off. And while we're firmly planted on the ground, there we go. More science. Spammy science. And we're back in. This counts as a different biome slightly. Mystery goo! Oh, didn't mean to click that. Extra science there. We'll get on a flat before I stop. Because that seems like a bad idea. Just stopping where we are would be... There. Now, Bill, you need Navy here. Which is obstructed. Is that better for you, you picky git? We'll keep that data. We will store our experiments. We'll get information from the runway. Back into the craft. Back in. That should get us the 45 science. This feels cheap as all hell. It might be cheap, but we can do the aviation now. We just can't. So there we go. Aviation researched. And I've got to buy all these now. I'll need the intake. I'll need the wing connector. Elevons. I think I'll need the delta wing. Swept wings could be useful. Definitely need the engine. Wheels, check. Tail fin, we will need. The only thing we haven't got is the connector. We'll have that anywhere. Just have it. And next time, we will actually fly in an airplane. Won't that be dandy? See you next time. Goodbye.